Hi, this is Gail with Gail's Southern Living. So one of the most exciting things is that I found 3 ground cherry. They're kind of clumped together there. A little something coming up there. I did just weed this section. I did go ahead and put a birdhouse gourd on this end now that I know exactly where the ground cherries are. And I have this one lemon balm. Looks like I might have another one coming up right there. And a few more, I'm not sure, so I'm leaving them there. I did harvest on the deal this last week, but as you can see, this plant is still a monster. Some zinnias, tomatillas, and they look a little fuzzy because I put some diatomaceous earth on them. There's 3 of them in that one, or 4, and there's 1 tomatilla there. And then I had that one section where none of the tomatillas come up, and I went ahead and planted a fig in that spot. So we'll see if it comes up. The squash is trying to escape from the raised bed that it's in. As you can see, it's branching out. Anyway, here it is. We got our first zucchini down here that's pretty good size. Let's see if you can see it from here. It's about maybe 6 inches. When it gets to be about 10, I'm going to pull it and probably fry some squash. You can see there's a lot of marigolds mixed in. Huge leaves. The white on the leaves is diatomaceous earth. Just have it there to protect it from bugs. This is my hyacinth. It's starting to grow up on the thing, and I did actually tie it off with a craft tie that I had. There's a couple more zucchini in here as well. This section looks really nice and full, and so far so good on the zucchini. Okay, I need to do a little weeding in this section, but I have a squash there on the left and some flowers and some sunflowers. My first official squash to come up was this one, and there's another squash right here. These are regular pumpkins, and then there's a zinnia here, and as you can see, hubby needs to mow. There's a little bit of weeds here, and another hyacinth here, and as you can see, something's been biting on that, but I do have some diatomaceous earth on it as well. Okay, so this is the giant pumpkin section right here. I have 3 giant pumpkins. The numbers are the varieties. I received these from Winning from Suburban Homesteader, Wyoming. And I only planted those about 3 or 4 days ago, so they haven't had time to come up yet. Okay, here's the back side of the wild garden. I believe that one sunflower is about 7 foot tall because our fence is 6 foot, and it's over that. So now there have been some caterpillars on it about a week ago, but I haven't seen one in a while, so I don't know what's going on with that. But I have been treating the leaves with vinegar and also with diatomaceous earth. I also found a little bit of ants earlier, so I treated that. I have 3 sugar baby watermelon up. I'm not sure what this is, but it's some kind of a pumpkin because it's all grouped together like that. I also have some cantaloupe and birdhouse gourds. I just planted the birdhouse gourds yesterday, so they're nowhere near up. Then this is some kind of a pumpkin too because it's all grouped together. So I don't know if it's a regular pumpkin or that Cinderella pumpkin. Now I don't weed the wild garden very much, so it's some weeds here. Some things growing up here, but I'm not sure. I don't really recognize them. I have a little compost going on with some paper, some tore up mail. And as you can see, the sunflowers are monsters. That white bucket there is what I've been picking the caterpillars. I was picking the caterpillars off. But yes, huge. They are huge. I can't wait for them to bloom. They're about to bloom. That real tall one right there, it's got yellow on it, so it's about to bloom. Okay, this is one of our 2 pepper beds. Those right there are zinnias. I put those in the middle. Some peppers here, back there on that side, and all kinds of peppers. I did have them marked, but then when some of them didn't come up for a while, I ended up putting more. So now they're really not sectioned off very well. But yeah, I do officially have peppers up and zinnias. Okay, official first sighting of sunflower right here. Now these are the black oil sunflower seeds that we feed our chickens. And they started coming up on their own. Then I added some more sunflowers to them. There's a really good tall one there too. But this is just chocked full of them. And have some hyacinth there right next to the sunflowers growing up on the fence. These regular, no, these are the purple tomatillas are looking good. There's 2 plants in that one. The sedum is looking good. Looks pretty with the ground cover underneath it. Strawberry tomatillas here. Volunteer sunflower. And this is the purple tomatilla here. Now these in here are the strawberry, and here are the strawberry because I planted those last. So we do have some tomatillas up in a couple of different places in the yard. Okay, this is the tire garden. I have yellow squash. There's about 5 or 6 of them there. Moved some of my little yard toys down here because the acorn squash was getting so big. Marigolds, cosmos, yellow squash, marigolds. This is the acorn squash. It's getting crazy big. This is butternut squash and this one and that one. As you can see, this acorn squash is going all the way out there. There are quite a few of them there. I've never tried these before, so this will be something interesting. Some marigolds. These are the butternut squash. Just all kinds of different flowers here. Some amaranth. My nasturtiums. Bell pepper. Bachelor button. Parsley. More flowers. Here's the other pepper bed here. This is my compost tea. I've been trying that out, the compost tea thing. My thyme, oregano. I did plant a sage in the middle because the oregano was coming up really slow, and then it kind of shot up after I did that, but that's okay. They'll just be mixed in that pot together. Everything's looking really pretty. Okay, the lettuce in both the planters are looking good. Both of them have 1 zucchini in them as well. And they're looking good. I have been harvesting them quite a bit, eating them and also feeding them to the chickens. So I have 2 tomatillas up here on the end. And I have officially, I counted them just a little while ago, 27 tomato plants. I have a hidden zucchini in here, San Marzano, beefsteak, Rutgers, Sweet 100, rainbow, cherry, multiple different ones. There is also some basil up in here. And, so, you know, some of the plants are bigger than others, some are little. And there's some zinnias hidden right here. That, and then I planted 1 hyacinth to grow up on the end here. Okay, these 2 sunflowers are looking good. They're the ones I'm hoping will reach over the fence. Don't really see a bloom on them yet, but we'll see. Okay, carrot baby pool, looking good. Abe Lincoln tomato for my single seed challenge, looking good. I planted some carrots in that. That'll probably take a while to come up. I planted some lettuce in this one. This is a zucchini. And I put some lemon balm in this one. I was just trying to get some more growing in case my other one didn't come up. And then right after I planted this, more of them started coming up over there. Okay, I had a few things that were not coming up in this bed, so I decided just to seed it with flowers. So this will be really, really pretty when it starts to bloom. There's marigolds and zinnias and maybe a few other kind of flowers in here. There's my hyacinth. Once it gets long enough, I'm going to wrap it around that pole Just harvested 3 jalapenos. And I counted the cayenne pepper. There's about 12 or 14 on there. There's a bunch. There's a bunch of flowers in this section. The moss rose looks the prettiest actually in the morning, and this is actually afternoon. Amaranth is looking good. Zinnias, nasturtium, marigolds. 3 different pots of marigolds. Bright's laying on this piece of cardboard. Zinnias, hyacinth, and multiple other flowers. There's one marigold in here and some cardinal climbers. As you can see, it's trying to grow up on the trellis. And there is a marigold, some hyacinth, and some different flowers in this pot as well. This is my pickling cucumber and radishes, and the pickling cucumber has started to climb. And earlier I thought I might have saw a little zucchini on it. I mean a cucumber. Of the 4 totes I have, this one's doing the least well as far as the pickling cucumbers. Now they look a little weird because I've put diatomaceous earth on them today, so to protect them. The loofah looking pretty good, but this one is looking better. See how long that one is about to reach the climbing fence. Okay guys, this is the last week of May, last garden tour for May. I'll see you back in June, going on a couple of day vacation. So I wanted to get my garden tour video taped. So here's a little pan of the garden. The yard needs to be mowed right now, but this is what it's looking like at this point. And this is where the tomatoes are, little section there. So pretty well planted in all the sections, and everything's coming up really well. So we're hoping for good weather and no hail, no flooding, no triple digits for days and days and days in a row. You guys have a great day. Be blessed. Do something kind, guys. Bye, everybody.